the wolf and the he-goat. They say danger sometimes arrives with a smile, and one twilight on the forest ridge, danger came dressed in whiskers and charm. A lean wolf, silver-furred and hungry from days without prey, spotted a lone he-goat grazing among the cliff's jutting stones. The goat's horns curled like moons, and his eyes were old, clever eyes, yet his body was strong. To the wolf, he looked like supper, but the goat stood on a ledge too narrow for a chase, too steep for a fight. So the wolf thought of something else, words sharper than fangs. With a warm purr, he called across the wind, "Friend, what a view you have! Come down and join me. I know a meadow full of tender shoots. We could feast together." The goat paused, chewing slowly. He had heard stories about wolves that spoke kindly when hunger twisted their bellies. The cliff wind tugged at his beard. Dusk stretched shadows long and black. Below was the wolf, tail swaying, smile stretched too wide. "What meadow?" the goat asked, voice steady but wary. "Oh, just beyond the pines," the wolf replied. "Safe, quiet, and perfect for a peaceful meal." The goat sniffed the air. The wolf's feet shifted, too eager, too ready. The ledge beneath him was crumbling at the edges, stones rattling down into darkness. He thought, "If I go down, I won't return." But the wolf leaned closer, tone honey-sweet. "Just trust me. Come share supper." The goat's heart flickered. Fear, yes, but also amusement. He took a small step back, hooves scraping rock. "If you were inviting me as a guest," he said calmly, "your eyes would not burn as though you were inviting me as the meal." With that, the goat leapt. Not downward, but upward, scaling a higher ledge in a flash of strength and wit. His hooves struck stone, sparks flying. The wolf lunged in frustration, snarling, only to skid on loose gravel, slipping where he'd hoped his prey would fall. The goat turned, silhouetted against the rising moon. "Good night," he bleated. "Find your feast elsewhere." He vanished over the ridge, and only the wind answered. The wolf stared after him, rage giving way to an emptiness heavier than hunger. His plan had failed, not because he lacked teeth, but because he underestimated the mind behind the horns. On the mountaintop, the goat paused, letting his heartbeat settle. He gazed down at the forest and whispered to himself, "Beware sweetness where there should be hunger. Danger often smiles before it strikes." And beneath the stars, the old goat walked on, alive, wiser, and grateful for every instinct that refused the wolf's promise. If you enjoyed this story, remember to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.